Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, what's up? We made it to Friday. TGIF. F is for finished. TGI finished. Yeah, we are so done with this week, but what an amazing week. I'm telling you what, that word amazing that I use, I would say profusely. It's so big. That's amazing. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. Like sometimes it has different meanings, but this week for sure, it definitely means this week was amazing. Like, how did we do it? Did this week actually even happen? Do you ever have weeks like that are kind of trippy? Like, did that really happen? Did I really spend 5 hours at the funeral home? Like, did that really happen? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like this weekend, today, let's not even wait till the weekend. Let's do this today. Like, I feel like today is a good day for me to make intentions to, like, solidify in my experience the things that I want to have more of, right? So what do we manifest more of this week? Or we at least set intentions to manifest more of when we talked about it on Wednesday. Manifest more affection. So I think today's a great day. Where's the moon at? I wonder where the moon is today. I'm feeling like getting ready to make like intentions, right? Like, let's manifest more things that we want. If it's good, let it stay. If it's no longer in our highest good, in the highest good of everyone, let's release it. Let's manifest more fun, more friends, more friskiness. What's up? Yeah. And really just more of the good F's. So that's what today is all about. Fridays are for friends. Fridays are for... Why did I just want to say fellowship? I guess just because it starts with an F. Give me some F words, you guys. Fridays are for foraging. I wish we could forage today. I wish we could take a walk. We would have to brush off some snow to see anything growing today. We're going to even get more snow this weekend. We're getting they're calling for like 5 to 8 inches. So I have rearranged my weekend accordingly. Like usually I get up on Saturdays and go clean a couple offices for some cash in my pocket. And now I'm going to do that tonight. So, hey, if you know the weather, if you know the storm is coming, you're allowed to prepare. And that's in your life too. Like if you see the shit flying towards the fan, I don't know, like maybe move the fan. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can see it coming. Sometimes you are very aware of what could go down. So you take precautions. You utilize your ability to move. You use your ability to reroute energy. And that is what we are learning to do, isn't it? Like rerouting energy. The energy is always flowing. Like the faucet is always on. Where are we going to channel that water? Where do we want that energy to go? So that is what I am learning in my life. I'm excited. I'm nervous because we're gonna talk a little bit now. But like when I pull cards, I'm gonna do it live on Instagram. I'm nervous because I'm always nervous no one's gonna show up. I'm always like, oh gosh, is this a mistake? But I have hundreds upon hundreds of live streaming experience under my belt. Okay, like this is not my first time at the rodeo. I know how to live stream. I've done it on plenty of apps and over the years, and YouTube and LiveMe. And but it's new doing it under the Herb Oracle name. So that's why I got the nervous jitters. It's always exciting. It's always exhilarating to go live and do a live stream. But doing it under hoe, you know what I mean? This is the first time I've been a hoe. Okay, so anyways, we hung out with Rose this week. She was our herb of the week. She was incredible. I have my nerdy books all bookmarked. Like the other night, I went through my books and I looked in the index and like, so I'm going to cover my information. I didn't even get out my folder yet. I'm going to do that because I have a nerdy folder for each herb. So this weekend when I'm snowed in, I'm going to be putting together, gathering, preparing, and publishing a podcast over at Herbal Marie. So be sure to check that out. It'll have a totally different zing and zang to it because it's going to be more like, you know, physical. But this week, oh my gosh, we just really sat with Rose on a spiritual, emotional, and energetic level. And what perfect timing. Again, I know I've acknowledged this several times, but aren't you just kind of like a little bit impressed with the universe that like Rose was here this week for me during this week of saying goodbye to my mother-in-law, holding everyone's hand, being put in a position to practice forgiveness, being put in a position that I needed to allow love to lead the way. So those affirmations that we've repeated this week, and did you print one out on your fridge? I did, and I'll tell you what, that's a little golden nugget, a golden gem, man, like having it on the fridge. So if there's something that you want to remember in your life, you don't have to do my affirmations. I mean, create your own, or if there's just anything in general, put just one piece of paper. Put that one piece of paper on your fridge. Don't have anything else on your fridge. Just that one thing that you are working on this week. And you will give it attention. You will see it. You really will. Because it's just going to be for 1 week, and then next week you do something different and you don't have anything else cluttering around it, and it helps. It really helps. And now sometimes this week, of course, I saw those affirmations and that first one said, I am loving. And I thought, oh, I wish a bitch would. You know what I mean? Like I was just in that moment. You know how funny it would have been for me to see I am open to love. I practice forgiveness when I was in my 1.5 hour long rage. I mean, I don't even know if I saw the refrigerator when my eyes were clouded with anger. But but my point is, put it on the fridge. That's what my point is, because you get in there a lot. You don't realize how much you get into your refrigerator. Or like my fridge is right beside the powder room bathroom, like the little side bathroom off of the kitchen. So I'm always going in the bathroom to get something, because it's not just a bathroom. Oh no, that's not just a bathroom in there. It has all the brooms, the mops. It has my essential oils in there, you know, so, and that's the good window to look out and spy on the neighbors and see if they're outside with their dogs. Because if they're outside with their dogs, we wait. You know what I mean? Like, it's this unspoken agreement I think that we both have. Like, if they're already outside with their dogs, we wait, you know. We wait until they go in before we unleash our beasts. So yeah, shout out to Rose. Shout out to the affirmations. It was so good for me this week. The tarot spreads, I love doing that. I'm excited to discover a new spread each week from someone on Instagram. There's a hashtag you can follow, like hashtag tarot spread or hashtag tarot spreads. I see they have both. But if you're looking for something new this weekend to like pull some cards for yourself, check out those hashtags, or try the ones that we've done here. You can always make up your own, but that was really fun. Manifesting more affection, I feel, was very valuable to me this week, because you know, just showing people that you care, being reminded to reach out and touch someone, touch their heart space. But hopefully soon, I'm hoping to like reach out and actually touch a real person. All right, and no, I'm serious, you guys, and I think it's gonna happen in 2020. Then what was Thursday? Oh yeah, Thursday was the tree guides. Awesome. Just awesome. I fucking love Thursdays now. I really do. And yeah, then today we're just hanging out. So shout out to every freaking buddy who has listened in. So many more in 2020 than last year already. So I appreciate you. I do. This will probably be my last year to do this podcast. I'm not going to lie. So let's make the best of it. And, if you feel like you know somebody that would enjoy or benefit from hanging out with me and listening to our affirmations and stuff, and just send them the podcast now. We're only 2 weeks into the new year. They could still kind of catch up and figure out what the hell's going on. But just share the podcast to someone, just one person. If you feel the heart call. I love it whenever people say, if you feel the heart call. Me, I'm like, if you would be so kind to step the fuck up. I mean, if you would feel the heart call, that would be awesome. Okay, so we are going to head over to Instagram. Who knows? If nobody shows up, I'll just keep talking and pulling us cards like I always do. One more thing, and this is a big thing. This isn't just like one little thing. I got a voice message on my first voicemail for the podcast. You can call into Anchor Radio. There's like a link to leave me a voice message, and you have 1 minute. Okay, warning: speak your mind in less than 60 seconds, because then it cuts you off, I think. But anyways, I got an amazing one, and I saw it early this week, but I knew I had to save it for Friday, because Friday is for friends, and besides, there was so much other crazy stuff going on all week. But anyways, I want to play it for you. I'm going to play it for you now, and just be me for a minute. I'm going to play you this voicemail. I want you to listen to it like you are Sadie, like you are Herbal Marie, and then you tell me how freaking good this makes you feel.
Hi, Sadie Marie. It's Stephanie here. I just want to let you know how much I appreciate everything you do. I've been such a big fan ever since I found you. I finally was able to put a little tip in your tip jar on a monthly basis. No thanks necessary, girl. I get it. You're doing what you do, and you're doing so good at it. This is just my way of telling you thank you and keep it up. You're amazing.
So yeah, I think like my response was like, what, like, oh my gosh. And then I had my daughter listen to it, and we were both like, oh, we just awed for like ever. We just were loving it. So thank you so much. Like, hello, that's a huge pat on the back. Like, there's this song, I don't know, I can't think of who sings it now, but it's called That's My Girl, and I think it's like Fifth Harmony or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Come on, you know the type. I think it is actually Fifth Harmony. But anyways, it's like, now I'm looking. Is it? No, it's Little Mix, maybe. No, it's Fifth Harmony, but it's that same type of girl band stuff. And it's like, that's what that felt like. It's like, there, you got some dust on your shoulder, let me brush it off. Like, get up, girl, keep going. That's like the type of message I'm going to listen to on days where like I want to quit. I'm just going to play Stephanie's message again and again. I'm just going to play it on repeat. I don't care. So Stephanie, thank you so very, very much. Perfect timing, of course. Everything is perfect timing. I think that's what I'm starting to get into my head more and more. Like, you are where you are. Everything is where you're supposed to be. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. And you're like, what the hell? Like, my life sucks. Like, how dare you tell me this is exactly how it's supposed to be? But it actually is right now. Like, everything is in divine timing. Yeah, we want to manifest more good things, but we have to catch up. We have to catch up vibrationally and energetically, and it's like, we can want to manifest good stuff all that we want, but unless we're doing our inner work, like the trees told us this week, we're not going to see it reflect outside of us and our realities until we become like the match to it. So I'm putting on my lip balm, you guys. I'm getting ready. We are going to go live on Instagram right now, and we'll just see how that goes. And I'm going to take a second here and go to the potty. All right. Just keeping it real with you guys. I love you. Thank you so much. Do the affirmation minute. Yeah, that'll keep you busy. Hey, you beautiful lovelies. This affirmation minute is brought to you by the herb of the week, Rose. And shout out to all my sponsors and patrons with your loving support. I appreciate you so much, and I dedicate these all to you. I am loving. I am open to love. I practice forgiveness. I encounter love in all my relationships. I give out love and it is returned to me multiplied. I allow love to lead the way. Yes, I am loving. I am open to love. I practice forgiveness. I encounter love in all my relationships. I give out love and it is returned to me multiplied. And I allow love to lead the way. And so it is. All right. I don't even know if I had to go to the bathroom. I think I'm just excited. All right, so I'm going to load up Instagram. But first, I want to tell you about one more song. I stumbled upon this song on an old blog of mine that I used to listen to like 10 years ago. Excuse me. I like to burp before my live streams. It's called Exactly. And I want you to look it up either on Spotify or YouTube. It's called Exactly. That's the name of it. And the lady that sings it is Amy Steinberg. So look up Amy Steinberg. And the song's called Exactly. And I'm laughing because the album is called Must Be the Moon. And I think even at the beginning of this podcast, I was like, where's the moon at? It must be the moon. Like, what's going on today? It must be the moon. All right. So be sure to do that. And here we go. Let me see here. How do I do this again? So anyways, we're going to get on Instagram live right now and look up the song Exactly. And also, I posted it on my Facebook page. So I am still completely, oh my God, is that what my hair looks like? This is why I podcast. You can be my friend on Facebook. I'm still open to that. All right, I am just gonna go live right now as I record. We're gonna keep on recording, and now I am live on Instagram. Oh, I look good on Instagram. Hey, I look good on Instagram. But yeah, what I was saying was you can definitely friend request me on Facebook. I accept Facebook friend requests from people I don't know. I love having people I don't know on my Facebook page. I love it. But I did go in a couple weeks ago and I did a clean sweep like on Facebook, like, hey, good morning, anyone who had sorry about your timing, but anyone who had a penis on Facebook got deleted. Like, I just went through my friends list and I was like, nope, you're out. Like, unless it was like a father figure, a brother, or a gay man. Those were the only three types, or a good guy. Like, I have like just very few men on my Facebook now. I went in and cleaned house. Amir, I'm so sorry that you came in to hear that. The first person in my Instagram was a guy, and that's what I was saying. I am not afraid to chase people away today. Good morning. How are you? I might have to close the curtain let's move away from the window a little bit. It is so bright today. We have snow, we have cold air, and We are lucky for it. So, good morning. We are live on Instagram. I am also recording the podcast for Ho. So, thanks for another great week at Herb Oracle. I don't know about you, but I had a really good time despite all the craziness in my life. So, if you listened in and then you already know what was going on in my world. So anyways, welcome everybody. We're going to pull some flowers today. We're going to get some messages. We might just do a group message to keep it kind of light. It was a big week for me. It really was. How was your week? Are you feeling the moon? Are you feeling the moon? So, what else needs to be said? Thank you for all the support. I really felt it this week. Thank you to Rose. And thank you to those affirmations. So anyways, thanks again for hanging out. I don't know how to share. I don't know if I can share this podcast. No, you can only send it to people on, I wonder if it's too early to send it to Osceola the Oracle. How early is too early to visit people and call people and hang out? Like my opinion about that is changing because I have an early bird friend now, and I don't think anything's too early now. So, anyways, I hope you're doing well, and I'm excited to check in on Fridays and ramble on and on. So I am still recording a podcast. And that means I better pull a card and have something of substance to talk about. If you ever are watching this replay, if you're watching the replay in the future or listening to the podcast in the future, it's always the future for the podcast, and you have a question or want to make a request that I do on Fridays, like a question that you want me to answer in the live stream or a question that you want me to ask the cards, message me. And then, because I know it is early, although not today, it's almost 9 o'clock. I really drug my feet, didn't I? A little bit. But I had a really nice leisurely morning. I just stayed in bed as long as I wanted to. Took the dogs out. Oh, I took a shower. That's why my hair is crazy. And juiced some oranges. And now I'm drinking some tea. So this is Walmart's knockoff of traditional medicinals. Did you know? Anybody notice that Walmart now will not let traditional medicinals do their own thing? They are great valuing the hell out of their tea blends, and they're actually really good. So yeah, I'm insulting them, but at the same time complimenting them. This is their throat. Well, what is it? Throat. It's not throat soother because like. Oh no, it is throat soother because traditional medicinals is throat coat, and they can't copy 100%, so they have to like make the name like a little different. So this is throat soother, and that seems like one of those words I would have had back in speech therapy. So throat soother. Cheers. All right, so I think what we should do is pull a couple cards from a sweet little deck, and I'm feeling kind of drawn to the Oracle of the Essences. And I think that's just because my heart really has been with Australia so much, with their fires. And this deck is from Australia. The enchantress.com.au is her website. It's just so sad what's going on in Australia, and it's angering too, because I feel like governments and things, they actually do have access to resources that they could dump thousands upon thousands of gallons of water anywhere they effing wanted, and they just didn't. They just are not, so hopefully things are looking better in Australia. But haven't really heard. This week has been so crazy because, my life, that I haven't really had time to like check in on the news. Not that I really do that anyways. So here we go. Welcome everybody. It's great to see you. We are gonna pull from this deck, the Oracle of the Essences. We'll just do like a general reading to end the week. If you listened in, this is why I podcast, you guys. This right here, This is why in the morning I think I'd rather just get in front of a microphone than a camera. But you gotta love yourself the way you are, am I right? I think that's such a big lesson for everyone of every age, no matter where you're at, no matter what your gender. You need to love yourself the way you are. And what did I see the other day that was so powerful? And now I'm not gonna get it right, but the point was, I'm glad you're here, Jenny Mac. The point was, it was basically saying, like, you don't have to be pretty. Like, you don't you don't owe anybody, like, you, how did they even say it? It was so good. But it basically was like, you don't owe anybody. Like, you can go to the store, you don't have to be pretty. Like, it is not your permission slip. It was kind of like that. Like, it is not your permission slip to have a right to be in this world. I think that's what it was. So anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out. I gave credit to all the affirmations and Rose and all that good stuff that we hung out with this week. We had a lot of great messages. I really needed, like, all of them. I mean, make no mistake about it. I do this podcast, you know, for Sadie, for little Sadie, right? That the small Sadie. I do it for her because she needs it. That girl needs it. And this week was definitely a challenging week, but look, here it is, Friday. We survived. We made it. Like, TGIF, yeah. So let's shuffle these cards. We'll get a couple messages, and then, yeah, we'll just hang out for a bit. So, ooh, that one off the top is kind of... Shout out to Australia, though. And by shout out, I mean let's send them love and just... They're so strong. They're so strong. What a strong country. But yeah, it still doesn't excuse the fact that, like, I feel like more could have been done for them quicker. And I just feel like the governments are testing. They're testing their luck with us. All right. So anyways, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. So this is the second half of the podcast to Ho that I go live on Fridays. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It's so bright outside, you guys. Like, I maybe should just close this curtain. There we go. See, I do have skin tone. Now that side's too bright. See, it's just, there's no happy medium about it. Yeah, good morning. But that is the point, though. We got to get over our bodies. And I don't mean disrespect our bodies. I don't mean, like, treat them bad or put them down. I just mean accept yourself, right? Like, I don't have to be pretty to show up. Well, hey, guess what? I am pretty. Bonus. But I don't have to be pretty. I don't have to look good. My hair doesn't have to look a certain way. We don't need these permission slips in order to exist in the world. We have every effing right to be here, no matter what we look like. We have every effing right to have love in our life, regardless if we're less than perfect. Because, honey, I definitely am. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm going through right now, like coming out of a really long relationship and then maybe seeing the potential now to maybe start something new someday, right? Like, whoa, it just unsurfaced, like, all this stuff. Like, are you comfortable in your body? Like, are you comfortable in your body? So this is no surprise to me that this is the card that's coming out today, and it's Elang with sensuality and intimacy. I told you we were going to be talking about all the F's on Friday. And yeah, for sure, frisky is definitely a good F word. Give me some more good F words. Give me some more good F words for this Friday for us. But here is the card that we're going to talk about today. One of my favorite smells. Have you ever smelled Elang? Oh my gosh. It's highly perfumed and floral. And really, it is a really sensual oil. I put it on like perfume, but this is all about intimacy too. This is all about, my face looks bleached out. Hold on. We gotta turn this down. No, that's turning it up. It's just too lit in here. It's way too lit. There we go. Still kind of too lit, but it is amazing. Yeah. Okay. So Danny loves Elang Elang and woman. No wait, I got to figure out Jenny Mac's name. I'm gonna just do that last part. Jenny Mac says it is my favorite essential oil. Yeah, it's not cheap, and the bottle that I've been using for like, I swear I probably have had it for 20 years. So I really only use it like, you know, a little bit. But anyways, I don't waste it, which is good because I think like this is one of those ones that it takes a lot of flowers to make. That's why it's expensive, and it's incredible. So that's the topic. That's the F word we're talking about today. Feeling frisky, feeling fondness in your body, right? Intimacy. What does that really mean? Like, so anyways, I'll just use myself as an example because I'm here. And like, I never else do I like sacrifice, embarrassing myself. So why would I stop now? But yeah, like coming out of a long relationship, thinking about being intimate and sensual and sexual with a new person really has like brought up like, oh my God, like, are you accepting and comfortable of who you are? Like, are you ready for that? Because, you can get like really comfortable with one person, even if it's not the perfect situation. And like, yeah, it is like completely nerve-wracking, to say the least, to think about starting a new adventure. But anyways, I'm glad that it's here because I am considering it, because you guys know from my podcasts, like, I'm ready. For sure. Like, I'm definitely a physical person. 2019, like the theme of 2019 was where the hell's my lover, right? And then I really thought like maybe 2020 I would just take a break from singing that same song and dance. And I really did. I really was like, you know what, universe? I'm just going to be committed to my podcast this year. My podcasts are going to be my lover. And I'm just going to, put all my energy into that. Good morning. But then, yeah, the universe is like, ugh, that silly bitch. Like, she thinks she's going to take a year off from, acknowledging her physical needs. Oh, no, we are going to put offerings in front of her, right? So anyways, to see this card is just perfect for this Friday. Absolutely. So we're gonna just get a little message from Elang Elang, and then if you want to hang out for a little bit, I will pull you a card from this deck. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. And Elang Elang is all about sensuality and intimacy. And there was a guy named Steven Nachmanovich, that is actually his name, and he said creativity exists more in the searching than in the finding. Danny says, also, there is a process of being your own lover. Yeah, and I should really talk about that too. They say you gotta love yourself before anyone else. And then Jenny's saying, oh my God, yes, please, to get a card. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, or are you saying, oh my God, yes, please be your own lover? Because the book I'm rereading now, it's called Making Love to God. I swear to God, that's what it's called. Making Love to God, The Path to Divine Sex, I think. And that's what it is. It's like you have to love yourself. You don't need a lover to feel the love of the universe. And I have proven that to myself again and again. Like, not to be too personal, but I literally had like one of the best orgasms of my life like a week or so ago. And I was like, what? I was like, wow, because if you can love yourself, and that's not, and I'm just focusing on the physical, but I mean love yourself, love your every part of you, love all aspects of you, but I'm just, specifically talking about the physical right now. If you can complete yourself, you don't really need a lover. And then if you do happen to find someone who's kind and you connect with, And yeah, it's just beautiful and perfect and nice, you know. Bonus, you know, then it's a bonus. But yeah, I was like, holy moly, like, is my Kundalini finally getting a kick in the pants? Like, I think it is. And I also think that, like, it could blossom so much more, maybe even quicker, if I did, of course, have a compatible lover. So we will see. We will see. Jenny Mac's going both. But yeah, that's what we're talking about off the bat. And then I'll pull everyone who hangs out a card. But yeah, this is a oil that instills pleasure. Absolutely. It smells beautiful. It's fragrant. It's perfume. She has charm. She has that feminine essence. She is absolutely gorgeous. So ylang ylang can also be serious if needed, and she has the power to heal the past that has been bottled up. So I would say this is a great oil. One, if you're trying to love yourself. Two, if yeah, you do have any type of relationship or sexual trauma, because even if it wasn't like abusive trauma, it is traumatic to have a lover leave your bed. I can't even begin to tell you how damaged I was when my husband left our bed. I mean, it, no pun intended, but it fucked me up. Do you know what I mean? in not a good way. It was like, it just like made me feel less than. It made me feel like, here you think you can trust someone and they withhold love and they abandon you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it really was like, wow. Whew. So I have had some big healing work to do. And I think this is a great essence to wear a little bit to just remind you that you are lovable, you are love, you have this beauty inside of you, whether you share it with another person or not. Okay? And that's what Danny was saying. You gotta be your own lover. You gotta love yourself first. And that's the thing. If you don't love yourself first, what the hell do you have to offer anyone? You really don't have anything of wholesomeness to offer anyone else if you don't love yourself first, And that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I'm aware of all this, and I'm aware of the potential of manifesting another lover sooner than later. And it's like, I don't want to take my old stuff into the new stuff, right? I would really love to feel like I'm pretty much in a good place. I'm pretty healed. I'm feeling good about myself. I love myself. I have my self-worth lined up. Now, will it help me get naked? Right? Will it help me get naked? But here's the other thing I saw the other day that was really cool. I know. Thank you, Danny. I know, but that's honesty. You know what I mean? I think it's good to be like, if you did get hurt, acknowledge it. You don't need to be a tough girl. You don't need to pretend like, oh, that didn't even hurt me. The hell it didn't. You fucking crushed me, You don't have to tell the other person even. So unless he watches this video, he probably don't even know that. But like, be honest with yourself. Like, yeah, that hurt. That's what we talked about all week with Rose. Like, a broken heart is an open heart. Like, now that I've been like, right, at least it's open. At least, next time I might even have more love to give the next person, like, thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you. Now it's more open than ever. I'm actually going to be able to manifest love like I never did before. Thank you. See, now my a-hole has become my hero. Thank you. Amen. For sure. But okay, so the one thing that I want to tell you real quick is I saw a quote, another Facebook quote. Good job, Facebook. It said, we get damaged or we get hurt in relationships, and then we heal in relationships. It was something to that extent. But it helped change my perspective a little bit, because I was thinking I needed to take 2020 off and be a solo hermit to heal myself. Like, but really getting into a nice type of compatible relationship might be just a thing for me to complete my healing work. Like, I've done so much, but guess what? Like, a sweetheart lover could just be the thing that really helps you out. And I also saw this other video that Osiel the Oracle, my bestie Osiel the Oracle, one of my best friends, look him up, you guys, you'll love him. He tagged me in somebody's video who was talking like, we have this belief system that like we can't help anybody else until we are healed and whole, but that's not true either. Like, I can actually help you heal before I'm healed. And it was the way this guy said it, it made sense. It was like, don't hold back your healing energy from giving it to others because you think you're not good enough yet to help. Oh, you can help now. And it's like, when you heal, I heal. When I heal, you heal. It's like, let's just hang out a little bit and heal together. So I really am like loving the prospects of some new intimacy in my life. And yes, absolutely, like we all just high-fived, but first I had to find it within myself. First, I had to become my own lover. And that's not just giving myself an amazing orgasm. That's like loving myself. That's trusting myself. That's me feeling safe with me. Because that was the other thing. I realized that like every time I criticize myself, every time I doubt myself, and every time I blame myself, I'm putting myself in a position that I can't trust myself. Like, if I can't trust myself to be nice to me, how can I trust anybody else if I can't even trust myself? So that was a big part of November, November and December. It was journaling and being honest and basically like patching up my own relationship with myself. Like, I am so sorry I did that to you. I didn't realize that I was doing that to you. I didn't realize that like here I was not even creating a safe space for myself. It's like, you want to go inside and create this haven. Well, if you're going to be the one that's making yourself feel unsafe, ooh, you better check yourself. And that's what I did. And it was huge for me. It was huge for me to realize that I needed to learn to trust myself, that I was going to be nice to me. From now on, I'm going to be nice to me. Whew, that was big. Amen for sure. So anyways, Elang wants us to say an affirmation today. She wants us to say, I release the past, and that helps me remember who I truly am. I release the past. I release the past. I release it. I'm going to let that mother trucker go. And that helps me remember who I truly am. That helps me remember who I truly am, because I'm not playing that recording, that repeating story. I'm releasing the past. That's not who I am anymore. And when I release the past, then now I can remember who I truly am. So Elang wants us to release and let go of past hurts. So if you've been holding that tight in your heart and you feel that restriction, the other night I was kind of buzzing and I had this thought come in my head, and it said, stop contracting to the feelings that don't serve you. Because it's like when we're angry, when we hurt, we contract. And it was telling my body to stop contracting to these feelings and start opening up more, putting our shoulders back, opening up our chest space, being more easy about things. And it has like a direct connection to the feelings that we have going on. So one more thing, it says, allow your emotions to flow naturally. Love your natural self, because you are beautiful just the way you are. Awaken your divine feminine and make peace with your body. Awaken your divine feminine and make peace with your body. And I don't know about you, but I'm 42, and there's a lot of parts of my body I got to make peace with. And really, that's not any different than when I was 22. There's always parts of you that's like, you have to make peace with it. So I just think it's like, sometimes I think like in 50 years, when I'm live streaming in 50 years, and I'm like, honey, this has been a crazy week, right? In 50 years, when we're hanging out, we're going to look back and be like, we were so stupid for thinking there was anything wrong with our bodies. Like, you know, because it's like, what were we thinking? We were gorgeous. We were freaking gorgeous, and we didn't even know it. And I think that's also the perspective from divine. You know, we are light beings, we are souls, we are energy. And it's just a pleasure and a blessing to be in these vehicles, to be in these vessels that we are using for communication for each other. And once we start looking at ourselves more as spirit and less than a physical combobulation of cells, like, start looking at ourselves as spirit, and we'll just start to see this as our vehicle. That's all it is. So Jenny Mack says, I am getting big femininity messages this moon cycle. I know it is time to let go. It's time to make peace, and not just be at peace. I mean, I really feel like it's time for us to love ourselves, to honor ourselves, understand where we still need to heal, you know, and understand, you know, ourselves inside and out, but be okay with everything. Be okay with the way you look. Be okay that you have hair here, hair there, a little sag here, right? Like, be okay with your body. Be okay with your fluids. Be okay with everything about you, inside and out. Be okay with your mind. Be okay with your emotions. Be okay with you. It's just like time to just ditch the self-judgment. Like, we just need to kick it on out of here. It's just so old. It's just so not cool anymore. All right, so Jenny Mack, I would love to pull you a card. Danny, if you're here, I'd love to pull you a card. Kathy, if you stayed, I saw you come in. Anyone who would like a card gets a card. I'm gonna take a little drink here. Isn't it funny? Okay, so I'm recording the podcast. I still love you, podcast over there. 30 minutes, just like that. So anyways, Jenny, give me a thumbs up. I'll pull you a card. I'll drink my generic throat soother. They did a good job. I mean, it's funny that Walmart, if they see anybody making money, they're like, we're going to make a great value. We're going to make a great value tea now because traditional medicinals was made too much money this year on our shelves. And then they came up with, I should still buy the traditional medicinals. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm going to pull Jenny a card. And we'll keep the cameras rolling. We'll keep the podcast flowing. Did you guys tune in this week? Was there anything you liked? Was there anything you didn't like? Was there anything that resonated so hard? I'm so impressed with the trees. Our Thursdays. I just love Thursdays now because of the tree oracles. Okay. All right. So we'll do Jenny, and then we'll do Danny is Noob. That is such a fun name. Okay. So this is for Jenny Mack, who is getting big femininity messages this moon cycle. Yeah, the Celtic tree deck. I'm always going to save that one for last because then I can end the podcast and go cry about it, you know. All right, so a card did not take long to hop up in the middle of the deck for you. Ooh, it's Roman chamomile. It's purposefulness. It's consciousness. So let's think about how this ties in to your messages of feminine energy. She is one of the most feminine angels and characters in this deck, absolutely. She's dressed in like an icy blue. So beautiful. I love that her hands are up, and she's sort of like, she's got one leg in the air. Talk about being your own lover or letting the divine energies make love to you. Right now, she is feeling so good in her body because her hands are open to receiving. And yeah, she's kind of like just letting herself like be kissed. Like, oh, that feels so good. You know, she's letting it in. There's nobody there. but her in spirit, her in her higher self, her and all that is. She's basically having the universe be a lover to her in this really cool card. It's in front of these pillars that looks like Rome. Jenny Mack says, oh my God, she stylized similar to my favorite video game character. And Danny is Noob says, she looks like she's willing to receive. Yeah, she is absolutely in receiving mode, allowing mode, let it in mode, love it mode, milk it mode. And it's consciousness. That's what we are. We identify so hard with our physical bodies, and I love these two cards together. We identify so hard with our physical bodies that we forget that we are energy. We forget that we are consciousness. And when we allow more of our true self, our true consciousness to flow in with us, we feel so good. But this message I love for you, Jenny, because it has a message of purposefulness. And so to me, that's saying, okay, so why are you receiving so many messages this moon cycle with the feminine energy, with that topic of femininity? Of course there is a personal message for you in that. But don't forget, your true purpose is to have your experience and then share it. So make sure that when you are receiving messages, you are doing your part of the agreement, which is sharing it. I mean, you guys, there's been like so many times I'm like, honey, you could have your own spiritual journey without sharing it with the world, but you came here in order to share yourself. So there's no hermiting for any of us. So make sure, hi, welcome back. So make sure that you are sharing it and seeing how it works into your true purpose. So let's look up Roman chamomile. Another amazing, beautiful scent, kind of similar to ylang ylang. You know, it's like if you couldn't afford ylang ylang, maybe get yourself a little chamomile. I have not had chamomile for so long in essential oil form. It's so sweet. It smells sweet. It's so beautiful. I think I would like some. I think I'm just going to wish list that. So Oscar Wilde said, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Yeah, so she is not worried about what anyone else is wearing to the party that day. She has her eyes closed. So that's a message in itself. It's saying make sure you're not comparing, make sure you're not judging or letting other people give you a sense of who you are or your self-worth. I mean, she has her eyes closed. It doesn't matter who's around. It doesn't matter what's going on. She is not basing any of her worth on anything outside of her. This is an internal journey. This is an inner experience. This is her truth. This is absolutely her truth. Okay. All right. Anyways, let's see what else. Chamomile, Roman chamomile gets straight to the point. It really does. It gets straight to the point. It's related to the solar plexus chakra. So that's why we have so much yellow going on there. I gotta close some of these curtains. This is crazy. I'm like, I have no, it looks like I don't have real skin. You guys, I have pores. I really do. Definitely. Yeah, so let's see what else I can definitely say for Jenny with this card. This might be a message for you to take a different route. Like sometimes this card says you might want to see what else is going on. You might want to change courses. It might be time for you to reconnect or find a new purpose or discover like what really floats your boat, what's really going on there, and connect with your inner guidance. Follow your inner compass, you know. So anyways, if you need your energy to be relaxed in order to be receptive like she is, this is a great message for you to allow divine help and angelic love. So if it seems challenging to you this week, Jenny, um, if you're trying to swim upstream, just allow yourself to be more guided, allow yourself to be shown the lighted path that's best for you. You can let down your guard. And that's what she's doing. She is letting down her guard, and she is letting in the healing love of the universe. So yeah, follow your inner compass, and your affirmation today, Jenny, is I am aligned with my higher purpose. I hear my inner voice and I heed the call. I am aligned with my higher purpose. I hear my inner voice and I heed the call. So make intentions today to be aligned with your higher purpose, to listen, to quiet, to hear your inner voice. And once you download that guidance, you heed the call. You make the inspired actions. You make the inspired decisions, because you are now being guided by the ultimate guide, you, your higher self, the ultimate. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, oh my God, the trees. Yeah, oh my God, the trees, for sure. So what a sweet card. I hope you enjoyed that so much. All right, so now we will do Noob, you in here? You are so welcome, Jenny. Thank you so much. This is fun. I'm glad that you guys were here, and I'm glad that only you guys are here too, because this is good, right? Like I think like just pulling a couple of people cards. I'm glad this is a private party today. Yeah, Danny the Noob says, hello, I'm here. Absolutely. Ooh, so any big plans for this weekend? Except on top of all that, on top of listening to your inner guidance. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good weekend to go within. Yeah, connect with that moon energy, connect with that femininity, connect with Elang. Elang is saying, yeah, get intimate with yourself, with your own thoughts, with the way that you're feeling, with the way your body feels. You don't have to be sexual, but like be sensual. You know, put on some lotion, take a bath. Just start to feel how things feel. Having some connections issues, but still here. All right, well, you can always, if you don't hear your message, it'll be on the podcast, it'll be on the replay. I'll also put this up on my YouTube if I can figure that out again. All right, so this is for Danny is Noob. Having some connection issues. Hopefully that's just with the internet and not with your life, not with your inner guidance. Yours too is bouncing out. I love it when that happens. Okay, being interesting. I might have to look at the top and bottom for you too, just for clarification on this. But you got Maleluka, aka tea tree. And this is a little message of protection. This is a message of possible adversity, but it is definitely a message to get them snakes and bitches out of your circle, right? Anyone who would like stab you in the back, anyone who might be a poisonous spider, anyone who might not have your best intentions in mind, you can get a vibe for this. You know when someone's being straight with you, and you know when someone has ill intentions, okay? Usually it's written all over their face, or it's just a weird feeling you have. But Maleluka is coming in and saying, oh yeah, and you love you some tea tree oil. It's saying, just purify your circle. You know, maybe it's not a big deal, but here's the message. The more, see how there's these circles around him? The more you purify your aura, your energy, you don't really actually have to be on the lookout for any bad guys. Your energy won't let them in. So if you have anyone in your life right now that's less than desirable, think about how that directly relates to where you're at energetically. Like, do you have some cleaning up to do? Could you purify your aura? Could you align your chakras? Could you release yet another limiting belief system? Do you have some forgiveness work to do? How can you purify yourself of any poisons that might be in your field? Because that's why I did A Course in Miracles for 365 days. I was a bitch. and I was judgmental, and I knew that I needed to stop it. Like, it was fun and I was really good at it, but like I needed to stop it because it was attracting things to me that I wasn't enjoying. And then I got to the point where I wasn't enjoying myself always being like that. So yeah, I did my forgiveness practice. I'm still doing my forgiveness practice. But yeah, this is a big message to clear your circle and make sure that everyone that you allow in your space is a friend. Okay, so I just want to look real quick on the top and bottom for you though, because I feel like there's just a sec. That was a good message. That was a good message. But for whatever reason, Danny's getting 3 cards. Jenny, don't be jealous. But it also comes in with lavender, which goes really good with tea tree. Ooh, and this word that I have trouble saying, but it's one of the best oils, helichrysum. Helichrysum. It's everlasting, right? So you've got these amazing oils coming in. So Danny is saying, I also think is telling me to detox myself. Yeah, detox your body, detox your energy. So after you detox, what happens? You have to let it go. Lavender has a message of release, right? So it's like, okay, detox, but then make sure you're flushing out physically, make sure you're releasing emotionally, make sure you're letting stuff go. If you have judgments and resentments, that's the worst thing you can put in your body. So you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. So lavender does have look at her hands are up like this. She does have an amazing amazing energy encouraging you to express yourself, to release yourself, to not hold back anymore. But before you can really shine your light on the world, before you can be sunshine, you have to let the shit go. And even if it's just a little bit of resentment that you're holding on from a long time ago with that one person, that's enough poison to dim your light. And that's enough poison to cloud your intuition and your hearing. And that's what helichrysum has. This is all about subtle energies. Like, your divine guides, your higher self want to talk to you, want to communicate with you. They want to guide you. But if you're in your head, you can't hear them. If you are feeling like you have to judge and protect and remember what that bugger did to you, you can't hear them. So your motivation for detoxing your body and mind and your energetic circle is because there is magic on its way to you, but you have to be a clear channel. You have to be receptive, and you have to, everybody. This is for everybody. You have to clean out your body now. Like, say you're just like me and want to like really have like divine passion and sensuality and intimacy in your life. You're going to be able to feel it best if your body is healthy and strong and clean and clear. You're going to be able to enjoy it the most if your mind is loving and compassionate and forgiving and clear. You know, so much more energy can flow within us if we clean up, clean out, and clear the way. So yeah, that is really cool. I want to get the affirmation from helichrysum. I don't even know if that's how you say that. I always called it everlasting, but I love how she has an owl coming in. She's in the dark forest. And something did happen to her because her affirmation says, I surrender to the pain. I believe I have learned the lessons it has presented to me. And I didn't remember that was her affirmation. So yeah, like if there was something that happened to you in the past, it is time now to heal it, clean it, clear it, and release it. Because that's just going to be the best thing you can do for your health. Oh yeah, we can drink the detox tea. We can drink the great value detox tea at Walmart. But like the best thing you can do for your body is to release any type of resentment. That's what I'm hearing anyways. And that's a good message for all of us. Now, Lavender wants you to say out loud, I am at peace with my world and myself. I am at peace with world and myself. And Danny is Noob says, wow, I really connect to everlasting. I know. It smells like nothing else. We have some really good smells coming in today. Everlasting, ylang ylang, chamomile. That's a perfume in itself with a little lavender. I don't know how we work in the tea tree. That is a great message for all, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, let go. Be at peace. Be at peace with what is. Be at peace with what has happened in the past, and let it go. And before you can do all that, though, Tea Tree is saying, and if there is anyone in your circle now, and hello, it could be you. You could be the one that's being, like I said, like I told you, I was being mean to myself. I was putting myself down. I was the one I couldn't trust. I couldn't trust myself to be nice to myself. So just check yourself and make sure it's not you who is the one who's the poisonous snake in your life. But yeah, if there is anybody or anything or within us, let's affirm now, I release things that no longer serve me. I release them easily and effortlessly. So here we go. We're going to pull a card for Kathy, get a message from my favorite Kathy Kesterholt in the whole wide world. And really, thank you so much. Did you enjoy this week with the podcast, with the Rose, hanging out with Rose? I'm impressed. I was already impressed with Rose, but I needed her this week so much. And it's just so amazing how, like, plant allies show up at the right time. And the energies that we need arrive at the right time. And Rose was so special to have this week for me. Because, yeah, saying goodbye to my mother-in-law, my children's grandmother, who else would I have wanted by my side other than Rose? So it was really just, I feel so honored. Like I could tear up thinking about how did we do Rose this week? How was it possible that Rose was the herb this week? And it's like, I just feel like the universe is like, honey, like the planets spin in perfect proximity to each other. The sun comes up every day. That is the magic of the universe. Like, of course we can bring you the perfect plant for the perfect time. That's small stuff. Of course we can do that for you anytime. So this is for Kathy. This is for my Kathy. Wow. You're mine now, girl. This is for my sweet Kathy Kesterholt. Thank you so much. Really, I cherish you. All right, so your cards are going to be top and bottom. And woo, girl, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this? I'm going to not look at the bottom one yet. Because what are you doing this weekend? Because you got lime. You got entertainment and delight, and this guy that does not have his shirt on. I just want to point that out to you, Kathy, in case you don't have eyes to see. I feel like this is a message for you. Did you get this card before? To let loose, to allow yourself to be entertained. You know, just to sit back and let the world amuse you. Let people be entertaining. Let the music sound really good. Let the food taste amazing. Get yourself, I'd say get some limes and, you know, squeeze them into your water or tequila, whatever. Whatever it is you need, girl. I got a bottle of tequila waiting for you. I think that's the lyrics of one of those songs by, oh, what the heck's her name? My kids listen to her. She's that big voluptuous black lady. Who is her? Who is her? Anyways, she sings inappropriate songs, but my daughters still love her. And I love her too, because I feel like her songs do say you need to love yourself, you need to enjoy yourself, you need to stand up for yourself, you need to love life. Lizzo. That's who it is. It's Lizzo. So Kathy says, taking care of my very sick dog. The pit bull? The pit bull is sick? And yeah, you do need to have some fun. Although it's really hard to have fun when you're taking care of a loved one or, your pet. Yeah, it's hard to be like, all right, let's dance around. What's going on? Tell me. This is a message, though, to definitely try to get out of that frequency a little bit, because you don't want it to bring you down. You don't want to lower your immune system. Bone marrow suppression. What? That does not sound fun at all. That does not sound fun. Yeah, so what an interesting card, like, to come in for you. One, we are living in snow. We're going to get more snow. So it's like weird to see this beachy, Jamaican, lighthearted man. We having fun this weekend, man. We going to feel good this weekend. Like, it's weird to get this card when you're like, well, this isn't my reality. This isn't my world right now. I do not feel delight. I am not entertained by this, right? So it's just saying, I think the universe is saying, like, yeah, we know. But you got to do your part to allow some good feeling things in. So if you can laugh a little bit, if you can feel good, just even, like I said, squeezing those limes, and it's such a beautiful smell. That's a beautiful essential oil. Just allowing yourself to be uplifted on the physicality alone, that will be a step into feeling better. Oh, now this is so weird because the card for you at the bottom, next time Jenny Mac is going to have to get more than one card. Now I wish I would have looked at the top and bottom for her. You have a dark card on the bottom, Kathy. It is juniper berry, but what it's showing you, there's this little Kathy Kesterholt Jr. in front of like a dark mirror, a black mirror. And what it's saying is, it's like the things in our life, like the trees told us this week, it is a reflection. It is a reflection of, energetic set points. It is always mirroring back something to you. So I guess there is a message with your dog. Not that I'm going to try to figure it out for you, but it's saying there is a message here for you, Kathy. What is this dog trying to teach you right now? What is this dog trying to show you? What can you learn from this experience, even though it's not fun? Even though it's not fun at all. What is now being brought to your awareness because of your pet? So our pets have so much to teach us. If we're avoiding something, sometimes they are the ones to show us the way. They are incredible teachers. My dogs have taught me so much patience and unconditional love. It's unreal. Unreal. So yeah, it's like this weekend, take time to learn from your animal. Take time to learn from your fur child, understand what it's mirroring back to you, understanding the lesson. But then once you get that, start to feel a lightness, start to delight in the magic of the universe, start to delight in the fact that, like, sometimes we manifest things that aren't so good, but delight in the fact that we are powerful creators and we are able to manifest, and we can manifest differently. Hey, guess what? Apparently there's a time limit on Instagram because it's going to kick me off in 1 minute and 45 seconds. But before I go, I want to read you the Lyme affirmation, which says, for Kathy and all of us to say out loud, gosh, there's a lot of L's. Today is going to be a really, really good day. Today is going to be a really, really good day. You guys, we only have 1 minute left before Instagram kicks our little asses out of here. It's been so fun hanging out with you. We're going to end with Juniper Berry, who says, Kathy, listen up. And Bruja, welcome. Catch me next Friday. I am in the process of becoming a better version of myself. I am in the process of becoming a better version of myself. So all these things that we are learning this week together, thank you so much. All of the lessons from the trees and from the plants and the rose and all the light that has been shined into our dark places that show us where we still have work to do, like me becoming a volcano this week, that showed me where I still have work to do, but I can still get on top of that mother truckin' volcano and say, I am becoming a better person, and you can too. So you guys, I love you so much. I'm looking forward to you next week. And thanks again. I'm ending before they kick me out. I love you guys so much. Bye. I'm getting out of here. Nobody's booting me. That was fun. Oh my God, you're still here. All right. So apparently on Instagram, I will be limited. My time is limited there, which is great because if you don't tell me to stop talking, I will not stop. I'll just keep running at the mouth. So on that note, we done. Yeehaw! It is weeks like this, hanging out with Rose, manifesting more affection, just getting through the hardships together and the volcanoes together and having a laugh about that. It's weeks like this that make me look forward to hanging out with you next week. It's like, wow, what's going to happen next week? What are we going to do next week? Well, I'll just give you a heads up. We're going to manifest some ambition next week, and the herb of the week is going to be calendula. So I'm excited for that. If that's enough to get you coming back, come on back, because I love hanging out with you, and I love growing and expanding and really growing up together. I feel like we're all growing up this year. Yeah, absolutely. 42, I'm ready for you. We're going to be partying in May. All right, on that note, have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you Monday.